have some good quality olive oil. You could use, I guess, no, you gotta use olive oil. That's, yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikole if you're new here, and today I am making some salads that I actually grew up eating. I thought it would be really fun just to show you guys what I grew up on, and these three salads were like staples in our household. I was actually just on the phone with my mom this morning, just like nailing down any details. They are so simple, but really, really delicious. I'm gonna have a full blog post for every single one so you can get the recipe. I will link that down below. And if you guys aren't already subscribed, click that subscribe button down below. I post recipes, what I eat in a day, family vlogs, mommy tips, hacks, all the things. So you definitely don't wanna miss out on them. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like more recipe videos like this one. All right, let's get started and let's get tossing up some delicious salads. Recipe number one is a super delicious orzo pasta salad packed with a ton of veggies. There's protein. It's a vegetarian dish, so this is great for everybody. Barbecue season, as a side, as a main, it's delicious. And we actually just had this the other day at my mom's for a barbecue, and it reminded me of it, and I was like, I have to include it in this recipe. So it has a few simple ingredients, some maybe from the garden. These are actually cherry tomatoes that I picked this morning, and they're super sweet. They're like nature's candy right now. We got some black beans, we got cucumber, pepper, also orzo, which is the star ingredient in this salad or pasta salad. And I love it. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. It's kind of sometimes hard to find at grocery stores. You have to like know which ones to go to and which aisle to find it in, but it's delicious, and it's basically a rice meets a pasta. It's a pasta, but it like looks like rice, and it's so good in the salad. And then, you know, we have for the dressing, it's super simple, like a vinaigrette dressing. We got some fresh parsley, and it's gonna come together really, really quick. So let's get cooking. I'm gonna start by cooking up the orzo pasta while we prep the veggies. Now, if you guys watched my must know salad hacks video, you will know I like to chop things up. You get lots of flavor in every single bite, and that's what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna just have my cherry tomatoes. They're quite small. If you have large ones, you can quarter them. So my mom actually likes to peel the cucumber. I don't typically do that, but I want this to be authentic to how we had it growing up. And it's funny because like I've had this salad so many times, but when I was thinking about creating it for you guys and sharing the recipe, like my mind goes blank. I'm like, wait, what's in it? And it's because like my mom switches things up depending on like what we have in the fridge and stuff. But for the most part, if she has everything on hand, this is what she does. And peeling the cucumber is one of them. Just got really, really dark. So just bear with us, natural lighting. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the compost. You can also give it to your dog. A lot of times I will sneak veggies like this into her food, and she just doesn't even notice. It's like sneaking veggies into muffins for your kids. You can sneak them into their food. They won't even know. So we're just gonna chop off the end, slice it down the middle. Set that off to the side. And then for the tomatoes, I'm just gonna slice these right in half. That way too, all that delicious tomato juice will kind of act as an extra component to the dressing. So good. Okay, set those aside. And then we already have the black beans drained and rinsed. They're just canned ones. And then I'm also gonna cut up this bell pepper. Grab a small handful of some fresh parsley. You can also add in some fresh basil, oregano, mint, but parsley is a good go-to for us. I feel like this is the national Portuguese herb. And the parsley is just gonna add a lot of nice freshness to the salad, as well as like a nice pop of green. I love to add any fresh herbs to any salad when I can. I feel like my Portuguese-ness is coming out of me and I'm talking with my hands. Okay, so that's basically the chopping that you need to do for this recipe. We're gonna move on to the dressing while the orzo finishes cooking up, and then we'll just mix everything all up together. Okay. I just called my mom to confirm. She does put garlic, a little bit of garlic in this dressing as well, so we're gonna add that. All right, so this dressing is super simple. We have some good quality olive oil. You could use, I guess, no, you gotta use olive oil. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another oil to use. Just stick with the good stuff. Then we have some vinegar. I'm using white wine vinegar just because we want to keep it like a nice light dressing. Next, we got some Dijon mustard. Add that in. Then we got our garlic and a nice pinch of sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. Okay, we're just gonna whisk that together. Oh, I forgot my lemon juice. We're all over the place here. Forget things, mom brain. No wonder my mom makes up new recipes all the time. Can't remember the old one. Pasta is done. I'm gonna turn that off. All right, I boiled mine for exactly 10 minutes. You want it still al dente, not too mushy. And I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on that just so it doesn't stick while we finish everything. But you don't have to do this, you can just mix it warm. All right, back to the dressing. First, before we actually juice our lemon, we're gonna steal a little bit of the zest from it. So you want to do this before you juice it. I've done it the other way, it's just more complicated. So I'm using a micro zester. You can also use the smallest setting on like a regular box grater. And you're just gonna do just like 1 or 2 passes and then move it around. You don't wanna get that white part. That part is a bit bitter. That's, I think, the pith or something. And it's just a lot more bitter and not what you want in your pasta. So we're gonna just add some zest. It's gonna add a lot of brightness and flavor to the salad. I'm gonna use my fancy lemon juicer that I only use for recipes. Add that in. Oh, smells so good. It smells like childhood. I used to hate that my mom never bought store-bought dressing. Like, they always made homemade. Now looking back, I'm like, thank you. That was, you know, setting me up for loving homemade salad dressings. But when we were a kid, I was like, Mom, I want creamy cucumber. I want Caesar. I want ranch. Like all those creamy, delicious ones that my friends were having. But my mom was like, nope, olive oil and vinegar. I was gonna say if you're Portuguese, if you're European, you probably had the same thing. I feel like it's just what we all grew up on. Okay, little taste test. I think need something, a little more salt. It's very tangy. Everyone's scared of salt, but just get good quality sea salt. It's good for you. Okay, either I added a little bit too much lemon. I feel, my mom's like, half a lemon. I feel like she only does a little squeeze, but I'm gonna help balance it out with a little bit of honey. I may just keep this in the recipe. She doesn't add honey, but I really like the combination of some sweetness with Dijon mustard and olive oil and vinegar. So I'm just adding my own little spin to my mom's salad. Just like a teaspoon. Now that we have everything ready, we're just gonna assemble, add on the dressing, and mix it all up. There you have it. It's super simple, delicious orzo pasta salad. I'm gonna just stick right in, get a little bite, try to get all the flavors. This is like summer in a salad. Super delicious, simple, bright and fresh, and perfect for a barbecue or just a summer day. So let's put this aside. This is gonna be my lunch today, and let's get started on salad number 2. All right, salad number 2. This one is an even easier one than the first. It's actually like so easy. I don't even know if it needs a recipe, but I'm gonna share it because we grew up on this salad and it's so simple and it's delicious. This one is what I'm calling a Portuguese garden salad. It's a great go-to that will basically complement any dinner you have on the table, which is why we ate this like almost every night. Without fail, my parents always had a salad at dinner time, which was great because I feel like it helped me enjoy salads as an adult. I'm definitely gonna try that with Sage and make sure that we always have some kind of salad or fresh greens or something at every meal, at least for dinner time, to help kind of incorporate that into our meals and diet. This is basically like a 4-ingredient salad, 5 if you count the dressing as like its own ingredient. We have here some red leafy lettuce. I feel like this lettuce doesn't get enough love, but I actually grew up eating it all the time. This one and Bib lettuce, or just like the green leafy one, were go-tos. I have a sweet, I think this is a Spanish onion. You could also use red onion, but we usually would have like the white. And then some tomatoes, which these were also from my garden. My garden is like explosion of tomatoes right now, which is helpful because we ate a lot of tomatoes growing up. And then a cucumber, and that's basically like the vegetables. And then for dressing, super simple, olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt and pep, and you're good to go. All right, let's chop up the veg, mix up the dressing, and then toss the salad together, and then we're done. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is wash and thoroughly dry our lettuce. You guys saw in my salad hacks video that I love my salad spinner. And it's just really great to make sure your lettuce is fully dried so that the dressing actually sticks to it and you don't have this like wet, soggy salad that nobody wants to eat. So I'm just gonna cut the ends off and then rinse it and dry it in my spinner. Look at all that water that would have been. Nice close shot there. It's like, what do you think, half a cup of water in there? And just like last time, we're gonna give it to a little plant friend here. This guy gets a lot of water. He's in a good spot. Okay, I'm gonna take half a cucumber and I'm gonna peel it once again. Okay, I'm just gonna slice it down the middle and then just slicing it into like little halves. Okay, and I'm gonna take our tomato, slice it down the middle. All right, and then our onion. Oh, this is a big onion. I feel like just half an onion is good. I can't tell you how many times I remember my mom being like, can you go grab an onion from downstairs? Because that's where we stored them, like in the wine cellar. Like every single night we ate an onion and was like, who want to go get the onions or the potatoes? Do you remember that? So I was like, oh, why are the onions downstairs? And now, you know where my onions are? Actually, right now they're in the fridge, but a lot of times downstairs. And you know who I asked to go get them? Matt, you can get an onion from downstairs. All right, veggies are prepped. We're gonna move on to the dressing. All right, you ready for the easiest dressing ever? And this is why making dressing at home like doesn't have to be complicated. We got olive oil. We got some red wine vinegar. We got a little salt. We got a little pepper. We got a dressing. So we're just gonna mix it all up together, give it a good whisk to emulsify everything, and then our salad is ready to assemble. A lot of times my parents would just literally just like pour the olive oil and vinegar and salt and pepper like right on the salad. Okay, let's check. you know what? It's a good go-to. It's nothing fancy, but it works. Now for the lettuce, normally you would chop it. My mom, I feel like she just likes the quickest method, and for her that is just tearing it right in. And you know what? It gives it a nice rustic look, I feel like. And this is exactly why I feel like every time we'd be eating our lettuce and like you'd get a huge piece like this because it was not chopped, it was just torn. But if you do want a quick method for chopping, you can use, I showed 2 different kinds in my salad hacks video. This is just a promo for that video. You can use scissors, you can use a pizza cutter, both great options. And next we're just gonna add in the veggies. We have some cucumber, tomato, and I'm just gonna break up the onion. And we're just gonna drizzle on the dressing and toss. And there you have it. Super easy, simple Portuguese, but also just like a regular garden salad. I find the difference of this one, it's just kind of a more vinegary salad, but it really pairs nice with the freshness with the tomato and the cucumber. And this lettuce just soaks it up really nicely. Every night we had this. We're definitely gonna be having this salad for dinner tonight. All right, last but not least, we have a grilled veggie salad. This is something that we would make all throughout the summer, and it's still a favorite. I make it all the time. All you have to do is grill your peppers, some zucchini, and then add in some fresh red onion. I got this beautiful heirloom tomato, and then just some fresh parsley, that's cashew running by. And then the dressing's really easy. We have olive oil, balsamic vinegar, dried oregano, and then some salt and pepper, and you're done. So we're actually gonna head outside. The barbecue is preheating. We're gonna bring these out with us. Actually, I'm gonna slice the zucchini first, but the peppers can just go on as is, no prepping needed. And then I'll meet you guys outside. For the zucchini, I am gonna add just a drizzle of olive oil just so it doesn't stick to the barbecue. And then just give that a quick toss. And we're just gonna pop those on top and bring them outside to grill. Whew, it's already a really hot day, so it's like extra hot being next to the barbecue. Give it a quick little brush. All right, we're just going to stick these right on. All right, so the zucchini is nice and grilled. I'm just gonna set that aside. The peppers are still going, so we're gonna let those finish up while we chop up the onion and the tomato. And I also ended up grabbing some fresh basil from the garden. You can really add any fresh herbs to this. There's no like rules or anything, but basil, parsley, those are our go-tos. Don't let me forget the peppers. I don't want them to burn, although it's okay if the outside, like the skin gets nice and charred, this inside will be really delicious, but I just don't want to actually forget them. Maybe I'll set a timer. I live off timers when it comes to cooking. Oh my gosh, that's like a watermelon tomato. That's so pretty. We got the red onion. I think I'm just gonna do half. Sometimes these must be strong onions. I don't usually get that. Oh. Okay, give the parsley a rough chop. And the basil, I'm actually just gonna tear it up. Just give it a little smash, peel it, and then we're gonna mince it. Okay, this must be a really strong onion because it actually stained my hand. It looks like I have marker on there. So weird. Okay, so let me just wash my hands. All right, while the peppers are still grilling, let's make the dressing. So I just have some olive oil here, balsamic vinegar, which is really nice because it adds some sweetness. This here is an amazing bread dip, FYI. We're gonna add in that garlic, some dried oregano, and a good pinch of sea salt and black pepper. And give it a good whisk. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the peppers. I'm getting nervous that they're burning. BRB. Okay, so this is what you want. These peppers are nice and charred. They smell amazing. Look at that. And you almost want to burn them. Like that's a good sign. So you just want to let them cool slightly and then run them under some cool water if you want to like peel them right away. And you just want to peel off like these really crispy bits. I used to peel off like the entire skin. I find it's just like time consuming. And honestly, it's fine. Like the ones that you want to get off are like these, they kind of peel themselves off. These bits here, they just kind of peel right off. And then what's left underneath is this delicious roasted bell pepper. And that's the stuff that dreams are made of. We're gonna peel them and then we can chop them up and add them to our salad and assemble everything. All right, so I actually ended up peeling most of the skin just because they were quite charred, but we got our nice soft bell peppers that are sticking to the fresh herbs. We're just gonna give them a nice slice. I just like to kind of slice them into strips. And then for the zucchini, I'm just gonna give it a nice slice in half just to break it up. All right, we have this beautiful rainbow platter of our grilled veggies, some fresh herbs, and then our fresh veggies. And I'm just gonna throw them all into a nice big bowl, add in the dressing, toss it all together, and then we can plate it. I promise the salad is even more delicious than it looks. It's such a pretty, colorful summer salad. And the gems in the salad is the roasted bell peppers. I feel like I'm always trying to snag as many as I can because they're so delicious, they're so flavorful. And with the dressing, it just like soaks it all up. The great thing about this salad is it's very meal prep friendly. It doesn't go soggy quick. If anything, it tastes even better the next day for lunch. So you can make this, make a big batch for dinner, have leftovers for lunch, even make a nice like grilled veggie sandwich out of it. It's so good. I know you will love it. All the recipes for all the salads I featured in today's video will be linked down below. Check out the info box for the full recipe so you can make them at home. Let me know which one you are most excited to try in the comments down below. Honestly, if I had to pick, I feel like I make this one the most, and then the orzo one is definitely one that I love having at home when my mom makes it. If I had to pick one, this is definitely my go-to during summertime. The orzo pasta salad, I feel like I make all year round. It's such a good go-to, and I love when my mom makes it. And I just think they're all delicious. I feel like you can't go wrong with either one that you choose to try first. And if you guys want more delicious recipes like this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know and I can definitely make more for you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. I post here every single week. I got lots of recipes also on my blog that you can check out. And that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day and enjoy making some end of summer salads like these. Bye, guys.